You reach for your phone before you even realize you're bored. 3 seconds of quiet and your thumb is already moving. Not because you decided to check something, just because the stillness felt wrong somehow. It's a strange thing when you stop and notice it. We have more entertainment sitting in our pockets than any humans who ever lived. Endless shows, endless songs, endless strangers to watch for a second and swipe past. And still boredom feels almost impossible to sit with. Heavier than it should be. Why would that be true in a world built to chase it away? Picture something different for a second. An early human sitting outside a shelter as the sun drops low. No screen, no sound but wind. Maybe some animal calling far off, maybe the breathing of the people nearby. Nothing is happening. No task, no danger, just sitting there doing nothing at all. That kind of quiet used to be normal. Walking, waiting for food to cook, waiting out bad weather life had long, empty stretches folded into it. And the mind that grew up inside all that space wasn't built for constant noise. It learned to notice things slowly, to drift, to sit with nothing and still feel, in some quiet way, alive inside it. Here's the part most people never think about. Boredom was never really nothing. It was the brain working in the background, sorting through the day, catching patterns, resting from the effort of paying attention to anything in particular. That empty time was doing something, even if nobody back then could have explained what. Now picture a regular evening today. Someone finally sits down, done with the day's tasks, and within seconds their hand is already reaching for a device. Not out of real interest, almost on instinct. The kind of stillness that used to be ordinary now feels like something that needs fixing immediately. This is where things start to shift. Entertainment today isn't just sitting there waiting. It's built to interrupt boredom before it even shows up. Videos are cut so there's never a pause. Feeds refresh every few seconds with something new. Every little gap where boredom might start to rise gets filled before it has a chance to form. And somewhere in all that filling, quiet stopped feeling peaceful. It started feeling like an itch. That small shift matters more than it looks like it should. When something new is always one tap away, ordinary silence starts to feel unbearable by comparison. Not because silence got worse, because everything around it got louder. A mind used to constant input can turn even a short gap into real discomfort, something close to withdrawal. To be fair, that old kind of stillness wasn't always peaceful either. Long, empty hours could carry real fear, hunger, danger, not knowing what tomorrow would bring. Nobody should wish for less medicine, less safety, or less food on the table. Modern comfort solved problems that were genuinely brutal, and that's worth remembering. But comfort changed something people rarely stop to notice. It took away most physical struggle, and along with it, it quietly took away the pauses where the mind used to just sit and work things out on its own. Boredom didn't vanish. It got crowded out, squeezed into smaller and smaller cracks until even a few seconds of it feels almost foreign. Some people who study attention think this is part of why boredom feels sharper now, not softer, even with endless entertainment around us. The mind might still be running on an older rhythm even while living inside a much faster one. Nobody can say that for certain, but it's a pattern more than a few researchers have pointed to. So maybe that itch you feel in a quiet moment isn't a flaw in you. It isn't weakness, and it isn't a broken attention span. It might just be an old rhythm bumping up against a new world. A mind shaped for wide-open hours, stuck living inside one that never leaves any. Maybe the answer isn't more content. Maybe it's remembering that empty time was never actually empty to begin with. So next time your hand starts drifting toward the phone in a quiet moment, try waiting just a little longer. Not to fight the boredom, just to see what it was actually about to give you.